Lu picked a piece of chocolate from a tree. He ate it in one bite. Then he squeezed a cup of milk from a piece of bread and drank it all in one gulp. He even swallowed the cup whole. After enjoying his hearty breakfast, Lu felt very satisfied. Before leaving, he even ate the doorknob. But as soon as he reached the yard, he discovered that his pet Dou Lang refused to eat anything. By now, Dou Lang had not eaten for several months. If it did not eat soon, it would likely starve to death. At that moment, a flying chicken appeared. Lu did not hesitate and threw a punch, quickly knocking it down. In the blink of an eye, the flying chicken turned into a delicious roast chicken. However, Dou Lang still had no appetite. Lu had no choice but to eat the entire chicken, bones and all. Yet Lu remained very worried. He continued searching for food that Dou Lang might eat. Suddenly, he found a tree full of white apples. Each white apple was worth $10,000. He quickly picked some, but Dou Lang still shook its head in refusal. This made Lu even more anxious. If this continued, Dou Lang would truly starve to death. Lu had no other option. He took Dou Lang to the food city. There were all kinds of foods he had never seen before, but when Dou Lang saw them, not a single one interested it. At that moment, Lu's friend told him that the reason Dou Lang would not eat was because it came from the food world. It had the noble bloodline of the gods, so to make it eat, Lu would have to obtain food from the food world. After hearing this, Lu prepared to go to the food world, but his friend stopped him. With Lu's current strength, going to the food world would be a death sentence. However, his friend told him that there was a type of corn from the food world that had borne fruit in the real world. This corn was as tall as a building. One ear of corn could feed an ordinary person for an entire year, and eating it could rapidly increase strength. But this corn also attracted many dangerous and fierce beasts. If Lu went there, it would be extremely dangerous. Yet Lu did not give up. He decided to risk his life for Dou Lang. As soon as Lu entered the forest, he was almost eaten by a pile of bird droppings. Fortunately, Lu reacted in time, cutting off the carnivorous flower growing from the droppings. He thought the danger was over, but in the next moment, Dou Lang was suddenly grabbed by a giant tree. Watching Dou Lang struggle for breath, Lu did not immediately act, because his goal on this journey was not only to find the BB corn. More importantly, it was to awaken the king's blood within Dou Lang. But ultimately, Lu could not bear Dou Lang's suffering. He immediately released his fighting energy. The monstrous tree was frightened and immediately released Dou Lang. Freed from restraint, Dou Lang immediately attacked the top of the tree, but it was slapped away by the tree. Determined not to disappoint Lu, Dou Lang finally sensed the king's blood within its body. It began running rapidly across the tree's body. As its attack speed increased, the sparks generated by Dou Lang's friction ignited the tree. Thus, the Dou Lang, awakened with the king's blood, easily defeated the monstrous tree. But Lu was very curious. What was the reason that could make a tree turn into such a huge monster? So he climbed up along the monstrous tree's corpse. When he reached the top of the tree, Lu finally found the BB corn he had been searching for.